Welcome, in front of me is a Motorola One Vision, and today I will show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that you can do on this device. So starting off, we're going to begin with the animations, which will allow you to shorten the animations of the device. And to do that, we're going to go into About Phone right here, scroll all the way down to build number, and let's activate the developer options by tapping on it 7 times, and then go back. Go to System, Advanced, and we should have developer options right here. Scroll down past halfway, and you will see these 3 options right here: window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. And you can set them all to 0.5, and this will drastically increase the animation speed. But you can also go a little bit more crazy and set them all to off, and then you'll see that there is no more animations, so you can get a super quick switch between applications. Then moving on, we're going to go into display color, which will just allow you to tweak it a little bit if you want it to have a specific hue to it. So let's go under to the display, and then we're going to go, where is it? There we go, colors. That took me a little bit too long. So we have saturated right now, then you have boosted, which actually doesn't look any different. It actually seems a little bit less saturated than saturated. And then you have the natural, which personally I think natural looks the closest. Now the differences between them are nothing really drastic. You can see it right here in the background. This kind of blurred image becomes way more vibrant. But apart from that, it's very close, and it's more of a personal preference on how you like your display to look. Then moving on, we're going to go into the gestures of the device. Now by default, this comes with this god-awful pill bar and a back button, and it's the most pitiful excuse of a gesture navigations that I have seen. So fortunately, Motorola does include their better implementation of it than the Google version of it. So we can go into the app, as you can see, Moto app, and from here tap on the 3 bars, and we're gonna go into the, I think it's Moto Actions, and there it is, 1 button navigation. Enable that. Can I tap on no thanks to? Apparently I have to go to the guide of it because I have no idea how to use this. There we go. So now it's on. So as you can see, I substitute that pill and the bug into a single button, and it works the way. So you have kind of the slide back and forth for the different apps. So it switches between the apps, as you can see. Press it to go home, press and hold to get the, come on. So you still swipe up to go to recent, and back button, I believe it's from the sides. I just click it, let's see. Can't seem to find out where the back button is because it looks like so apparently you slide it to the side to go back. Kinda awkward. So slide it to the side, and this one switches between apps, as you can see. Although it's right now glitching out for some reason. So let's go back. You can see it switches when it actually works properly. The back button isn't my favorite option, but press home, back, recent. Basically more minimalistic, removes that kind of awful pill button, but this isn't necessarily the greatest either. It's more of a matter of preference. Then moving on, we're gonna go into the overall into the Moto app, as you can see right here, because there is quite a lot more that you can do. And here, so you have 3-finger screenshots, also media controls. Then you have the quick capture, which twists your wrist twice to open the camera app. So let's try that. It's enabled by default. So let me just lock it. And it launches this camera after a vibration, as you can see. So once more, you can see that it launches it. Then what else was there? The other quick capture. Then you have flashlight, so turn on flashlight on or off with the 2 chopping motions. So basically shake. There we go. So as you can see, it turns off and on. So works fairly well. Although for the chopping motion, I feel like sometimes you might just enable this by mistake. So just a thing to keep in mind if you want it or not. And then moving on, we're gonna go into the Dolby audio. Now there's a standalone for this somewhere here. Or not. So apparently either by update it disappeared. So I guess we're going to change it to the dark mode. So if you go into the display and advanced, there we go, we got dark theme. It gives you a message, whatever, got it. And this will change basically the entire system to dark. As you can see, notification panel is now dark. Your default apps are also in dark mode. There we go, it loaded. Now it doesn't go everywhere, so if you go to something like YouTube as an example, YouTube has its own dark mode that you have to enable through settings. It will try it. Oh, it looks like it actually does enable it here as well. Now there's most certainly apps that won't be supported by this, though I'm not sure which ones would those be at the moment, because it looks like Motorola did a fairly good job on enabling default dark mode and everything that is preloaded. But for the most part, I believe majority of the apps that you probably install from Play Store, they will be supported by dark mode as long as the developer added support to it. If the developer didn't bother with it or the app wasn't updated for a while, it most likely will not have dark mode. But yeah, that would basically summarize the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to share. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.